coast and lake in Tennessee, testing out the new native Titan-X 12.5 and doing a little bit of bass fishing. Testing out the rig, seeing if there's anything we need to change, add, do differently. And right now, we ain't going too far because we don't have a motor. That'll be in 2 days. And we'll get the motor put on. And then on Tuesday, we are going to go out. And we're going to test this beast out with some motorized power. But if you drop in the chat, just give me a shout out, tell me where you are. Overlook me. This will be my first live on the water fishing, so right now we've caught 2 so far. Both of those have been on a crawfish crankbait. One 16 and a half inches, the other one not even worthy to put on a measuring board. But it's in the 60s. It's a absolutely beautiful day for some kayak fishing. So right now I'm throwing a chatterbait. I just got a Crush City Zoom trailer on it. We're just really seeing if we can provoke anything. Take a bite. Right now we don't have a lot of wind, but the wind is supposed to pick up today. So that is one thing we are going to keep in mind. But I will say, this Titan-X is a beast. What in the world? I don't want a green screen. Where's my chat? Hey, Easton. Thanks for joining in. Greg, what's up, buddy? Yeah, I accidentally hit the wrong button on the green screen. My bad. As you can see, I got gargantuan hands. And these little iPhone screens do not do me any justice. Drake Mayfan. Welcome to the chat. Appreciate you being here. Right now we got to go old school. Just jumping on. My motor won't be here until Monday, so we just got to dog it and use the paddle today. Kristen, hey, thanks for joining in. If you're just getting here, we're doing a little bit of bass fishing. This is the first trip out on the native Titan-X 12.5. So we're just checking stability today. We're checking how the rigging is, if there's anything I need to change or do different. But I will tell you, this thing is a freaking tank. Oh my God, the stability on this kayak. I've been absolutely shocked how stable this thing is. Listen, I'm at South Houston Lake in northeast Tennessee. Our lakes are still down here, so a lot of a good structure is out of water. Just two, Greg. I got that one that was 16 and a half inches, and the one other one that was not even worth putting on the measuring board. Probably could have used that one as bait. Kristen H. Tennessee. So right now I'm using a chatterbait with the trailer and just going up through some docks here, and then we'll be coming around to some rocky area here in just a second. What kind of yak am I on, Bob? Also, I'm on a native Titan X 12.5. I just picked this up a little over a week ago, so I've been doing some rigging, nav lights, power, which I'm getting ready to upload a video on. Should be coming out on my YouTube channel in the next 2 weeks. And I've got a captain's bridge. We're just waiting on the motor to come in. So yes, I have caught 2 smallmouth bass. The biggest one being 16 and a half inches. I haven't went back and looked at the photo yet. I've got a tournament next Saturday on the Holston River, so I wanted to get at least one good fishing trip in before I went on this tournament, because this will be my first in-person live tournament. I've done a few online tournaments. But if nobody's ever seen my content and you're first joining in, so I am a double amputee. Above knee on the right and below the knee on the left. And I used a Bob Shearwater for the last year. And I really wanted to do some adaptive content about stability, standing, and how to rig out your kayak. But I quickly learned that the Shearwater, although it is a super stable kayak, don't get me wrong, I have nothing against the Shearwater, nothing against the vibe, but for me personally, it just, I kind of needed something different. So I put my Shearwater up for sale, and I wound up researching the Bonafide XTR30 and the native Titan X. And I really liked the Bonafide XTR30. But man, that thing is a beast. And I'll be honest with you, after I sat in and checked out this Titan X 12.5, I found it to be really stable and comfortable. So that was my decision. Corey. Hey, welcome to the chat, Corey. Thanks for joining in. Yes, old towns are great. there was a specific reason I kind of went with the native, and it's their platform. It's how this kayak is made. Hey, for rigging, running through the hull, your wires, oh my God, you could not get a simpler setup with the native kayak. So what is your favorite fishing spot? I would say I really don't have a favorite. I just like to go out and fish. I fish Boone Lake, South Holston Lake. We've got the Holston River. There's a couple other spots around here. I do not have a preference. As long as I'm out on my kayak, I do not mind one bit where I'm fishing at. I can have a good time wherever I'm at. Corey, 100% right. Kayaking is the best hobby out there, except for when you lose gear. Then it becomes a really expensive hobby. Catch that goose. Listen, you know how I am with geese. Geese, whatever. I hate them. I've got a little spot down here locally that it's not super big, but if you're fishing from the bank, it's called Goose Island. And you figure out quickly why it's called Goose Island. Is there's geese and there's geese crap everywhere. Corey, yeah, I rode in a river a few times, no fun. So I have to say, I have not rode in the river or rode my kayak yet. This is my first year of kayaking. So I've got 1 year under my belt. And I have not, no, I did not lose anything to date, Greg. You arse. I think the water temps right now are between high 50s and 60s. So they're starting to come up. Big thing is though, when you get the lake levels up, all the good structures are up on the land. So where's everybody from in here? Greg, GP, I know where you're from. Where's everybody else from? I got these fish up here busting and jumping the water. Pennsylvania, Corey, are you not too far? Listen to the sea. Just finished ice fishing, Corey. Oh, yeah, we went through that last month. Oh my God. I never on earth thought that we were going to get done with winter time here. So I've never fished a river before. Next week will be my first river trip. And I'm going to tell you, I can tell my phone's starting to get hot. How long does your wireless mic battery last? So right now I've been filming since 8 o'clock. What time is it? 11 o'clock. So on and off, right now I'm running 3 hours on mic battery life. That's what I was afraid of. Sun would come out while I went live, and my phone would get really hot. So now my phone screen is getting a little bit dark. So lovely iPhones. 2 bass, 3 hours, great day. Hey, listen, I've made multiple trips. I'm not even caught fish, and it doesn't bother me one bit. I find out this is extremely good therapy for me. So catching fish is really just a positive for me. What camera? Oh, what I'm running right now is my iPhone. It's a 14. I'm getting ready to upgrade it. But I use the DJI Action 5, and I've got an Osmo 360. But I forgot to hook up my external power to it, and I've got it on battery, and it overheated pretty quick. But the DJI Action 5, those I found have been the best cameras. They don't overheat. Once you learn them, oh my God, you cannot beat the quality of the videos. Yeah, I think I'm going this week. I'm getting the latest iPhone just because the camera feature. I do film a lot with my iPhone also, just as much as I do my action cams. Put some water on. Yeah, we'll pass on that, Greg. Considering the Osmo is not waterproof, we will 100% not be putting water on it. So I did find out one thing. So I've been trying to figure out a way to keep my prosthetic feet from getting wet. And Uline has these boot covers. So I've got an old pair of tennis shoes here, and I put these plastic boot covers on my prosthetic feet and put my shoes on. Worked out perfect. My shoes might have got wet, but my prosthetic feet are dry, and I'm not going to have to worry one bit about my prosthetic feet getting wet and having to take all that apart to clean everything. Great video quality right here. Okay. I can't see nothing. Like, my screen is so dark right now from the sun, and it's probably just hot that I'm trying to really try to make sure I can read everybody. Yes, the DJI 5 is also waterproof. But the Osmo 360, there is nothing waterproof about that camera. What is the most rarest fish that I have caught? So I would say for me, my rarest has been a prickle in South Carolina. Um, Also in South Carolina, we went pier fishing and we caught some of those suction cup looking shark fish. I don't know what they're called, but they always hang around the sharks. And we caught a ton of those on the pier. But the prickle in South Carolina, my last video titled My Personal Best, the Santee Cooper Fishing Trip. I actually caught one of those, but my gear was not rigged for anything like that, and it shredded the braid. So, but you can see it in the video. Yeah, I 100% want to go shark fishing. My cousin owns a fishing charter in North Carolina, and they go out deep sea fishing. So I'm booking a trip this summer, and we are going to go deep sea fishing. GP, I can't hear you. Can everybody else hear me? If everybody else can hear me, give me a thumbs up. Showing I got good signal, so we know it's not that. Okay, Greg, everybody else can hear me, so I'm not for sure, buddy. Corey, appreciate y'all letting me know. It is almost 11:30 here. I think the bite is just falling off. Oh my God, there went a massive turtle that was sitting on a rock over there. I didn't see. I know Greg does. Does anybody else in the group that's in here now have a kayak and do some kayak fishing? I know Corey, you said so. What state you in and what you fishing for, Corey? So I'm in Tennessee, Corey, in the northeast part of Tennessee, and right now I'm fishing for smallmouth and largemouth. Mainly I'm doing an online fishing tournament through KBF called the Greenhorn Series, and I'm also doing one for Lose. So those are online, and those are bass only. So, but I will say this, I'm not opposed to anything biting my line today. The target species is 100% bass. I'm just kind of going around down through here a little bit. If I had my motor on, it'd already be there, but there's some rocks up here, and I really want to get this crankbait, crawfish crankbait, on these rocks up here, so I'll show you what we're working with. So we're just going with the old crawfish color, which seems to be a really good option in springtime here in Tennessee. Yes, bass. The one I caught earlier, the one that was 16 inches, he actually put up more of a fight than the 21-inch fish that I caught in South Carolina. I'm not gonna lie. I had fun with that one earlier this morning. Maybe we'll get lucky here. We'll get us one on while we're on live. I ain't gonna lie though. I've been using my Lose set up more this year, and I will tell you, eventually I'm probably going to switch everything over to lose. Largemouth are the best fish to catch. Yep. But when you get to the 2-3 pounders, I feel like they fight more and are more fun to catch than the big fat tanky ones. The big fat tank ones, they just seem to want to hurry up and get in the kayak and get out of the kayak. It'll probably get a little noisy down here. We're getting to the end of this cove, and there is a road through here. There's a lot of traffic on this road, so I would say more than likely we'll get a little loud down here. I'd say we're still 10 to 14 feet from the water being up where it's supposed to be all the way. What kind of PFD are you wearing? Looks very nice. So my PFD is Kayaking. I just got it off of TikTok shop because I wanted all these pockets and gadgets and doodads. And I got the one that has the foam inserts, so it's floatable. Now I've also got another one that is Coast Guard approved. It's just a pull cord inflatable top, but I seem to like this one. It breathes pretty good. And just a shout out here, if you don't wear a PFD, I highly suggest you wear a PFD. No point in chancing it. You got people that depend on you. You want to come home at the end of the day. So wear the PFD. This is my last cast right here, and then we're moving around this corner. I'm going to buy phone shield. Nowhere, no share. So that's a pledge we took as part as KFast and KBF. We don't share content. We don't share people unless they are wearing a personal flotation device. And we just don't want to see any more accidents of people drowning and not making it home to their families, to their kids, when you can just wear something as simple as this. Look, everybody is strong, and everybody thinks it'll never happen to me. And then there's one time you go out, something happens, and you don't come home. And there's just no reason to chance it for yourself or for your loved ones. 100% agree, Corey. Even though I don't have prosthetic legs, here's what I will tell you. I can swim phenomenal without my prosthetic legs. But I will 100% not go out on a fishing trip, especially on my kayak, without a PFD. It's just not going to happen, because anything can happen. And the other part is, sometimes I get low blood sugar, and God forbid there be one time that my blood sugar drops down and get really low, and then I fall out of the boat or the kayak, and drowned. So it's not worth it to me. I'm wearing my PFD. And I really don't give a crap what other people think. You don't have to like it. You don't have to do it. That doesn't change my thoughts on it. Yeah, you're right, Greg. You see way too many stories anymore of just accident, and that's what they are. They're accidents. I'm sure nobody plans to go out on their kayak for a fishing trip and plan that they're not going to make it home. We're getting up here to some good stuff. I can feel it in my toes that we're going to hit something up here. I think we're going to get us a fish right here in just a minute. I've got some rocks, got some stumps. When the water's up, this back here is a really good spot. My plan was today to fish till about 12:30. Put about 4 hours in. Got some stuff to do later, and then Monday, when my motor comes in, I'll get everything mounted, set up, charged up, and then Tuesday evening, we will be going back out on a fishing trip. All right, guys, my phone overheated. Really bad. Joe's baby, appreciate you. Yeah, everybody, my battery died. Not my battery, but my phone overheated. So, thanks, Joe's baby. Yeah, I had to stick my phone in my cooler and get it to cool down. And it's still very, very dark. So, I appreciate everybody that hung around. Appreciate everybody watching. What I'm going to do is I'm going to jump off so I can get my phone cooled down. Tuesday evening, if you get a chance, I'm going to be on live again. I have a little bit more, less hot conditions, more shade. So I'm going to end this one so I can finish doing another about 30-minute fishing session. And I'll do some more of these. If you're not subscribed, you should subscribe. I'm building out the native Titan X 12.5. Got some fishing tournaments coming up. Oh, hey, Cousin Joe. Thanks for jumping on. I hate I gotta run, but my phone, I don't want it to die again, so it is still super hot, and I'm gonna end the live before it shuts off again, and I have to stick it in the cooler again. So, but right there, see that right there? Red, white, and blue, through and through. That's why we do it. So, all right, appreciate y'all watching. Like I said, subscribe. We'll see you on the next trip.